On November the 4th, we lost a really good friend of ours. Crano passed away. So we're gonna start the show off a little bit somber. I'm gonna have all the boys come out, and we're going to salute Rob. But one thing I ask for everyone here, break that somberness at 10 and be as loud as you possibly friggin' can. Be so loud that Rob can hear us. So boys, please, come on out. I'm not very good at these speeches. I apologize. All right, now make some noise for
Cobourg, Ontario, are you ready for new frontier wrestling? I'm Chris Crucifix. It's a pleasure to join you right here at the Triple C. We got a huge action, and we're going to start things off. The bitter end. The Battle of the Brothers Tag Team Match. Introducing first at this time, hailing from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, weighing in tonight at 375 pounds, the team of the Stingers, back to Greg, and the Messiah of the Facelusters, the Reject, J.T. Curtis.
Thank you for joining us, wrestling fans. This is New Frontier presents The Bitter End. I am Kevin Caligari, being joined by the Honorable, and when I'm talking about you, I mean that seriously, the Honorable George McKay. George, what a great way to end the year, sitting here with you, watching some of the very best Ontario has to offer.
I couldn't have said it better myself, and I think you're honorable, and we're in for a night of amazing wrestling, amazing sportsmanship, and we're here because this is The Bitter End. And how do you kick off a night like this without one of the most decorated tag teams in all of Ontario Indie Pro Wrestling? Empire. Love them or like them, hate them or leave them, these guys are the Standard and the Reject, and they do it oh so well.
Well, very much so. They very much live up to that moniker of the most decorated tag team. Not only have they held gold together, each of them have held singles gold. And when you throw Crystal Moon into the mix, you're talking about former trios champions across multiple companies, George.
Well, and as we know,
And their opponents
Bay City makes their entrance, and I love this tag team and what they can do. We cannot forget to talk about the misfit Crystal Moon. We know Empire travels in threes. Even if the match may not be trios action, Crystal Moon has got to be lurking somewhere in the Triple C.
That could be the case. I must admit, I haven't seen her in the building. The two men that I have seen are Judas and Seth, the Bay City Choir Boys. Frankly, we're talking from a fan standpoint. These are two of the most electrifying competitors on the scene today. They know each other like brothers, frankly, because they are brothers. They've trained together throughout their whole careers, a combined 30 years of experience between them. This should be quite an interesting battle between two of the best brother teams in Canada.
I was actually just going to touch on that. When you've got brothers, and we're not talking about brotherhood, we're talking about biological brothers, you've got symmetry that no one can touch and no one can match. You know what the other one's thinking? Just by a look, just by a gaze, just by a hand signal. You got to figure out who's got the stronger symmetry. Will it be Empire or will it be the Bay City Choir Boys? And guess what? We don't have to wait too much longer, Kevin, because we're about to find out.
We sure are. Matthew Grant making a big statement to start things off. Will he be able to live up to him?
It's actually a really nice shirt.
It is. I like it. I like it.
Well, that's nice. He's getting the crowd a chant for the other team.
I feel like he's mocked. Matthew Grant loves to mock his opponents. We've seen it time and time again.
You're right. And one thing Matthew Grant is not short on, other than his height, is his words. You can really mouth off like this.
Very much so. Man's got the bark of a pit bull, that's for sure, but as he looks across the ring, someone who's the size of a mastiff, Judas Cassidy, the powerhouse of the Bay City Choir Boys.
Well, and here's the thing, right? You're absolutely right. It's like it's more like a Chihuahua going up against a Great Dane.
No bark, no bite.
But I will say this about Matthew Grant. I mean, I was talking to him backstage, and he got a little personal with me, believe it or not. He did. He told me that he's really excited because today marks 10 years since he hit puberty, so that's a good thing.
I did not expect that.
I know you did. I thought I'd throw it out there early. A little Christmas gift for you, my friend.
Well, Matthew Grant, that's one thing that has gotten him so far in this business is that emotional standpoint that he takes in wrestling, but at the same time, that gets him in a lot of trouble. And if he starts mouthing off a little bit too much to the Bay City Choir Boys, he might be finding out that he bit off a little bit more than he can chew.
I always like to see Matthew Grant get dropped on his coccyx. I think it's
On his what?
on his coccyx. It's the backbone. Not what you were thinking. Let's keep it clean.
Can we say that?
We can say
I might have to clear that with the censors first.
Coccyx is a body part.
With Matthew Grant, with that rear waist lock, trying to lift up the big man, but look at Judas!
Wow, that was like almost like a Cesaro swing, but in reverse.
Just not even grabbing a hold of Matthew Grant. Grant holding on for dear life, now getting thrown in the corner by Judas! What a chop from the powerhouse of Bay City! Now Grant ducking out of the way, a chop from Grant.
That must have felt like wind when you're running, when you're jogging. That's what that chop felt like for Matthew Grant. Now here's an interesting fact, Kevin, and I got to point this out. You're right, he is the power of Bay City, but I can't wait to see the power of Empire get in there and tangle with Judas. We could be seeing one hell of a brawl when those two get together.
Very much so, but before we see that, Grant raking the eyes of Judas and taking the big man down. Now, as you know, when you're on the mat like that, it doesn't matter how big you are.
Absolutely. Listen, Matt Grant is great at being an opportunist. He picks his spots. He knows what to do, just to kind of thread that needle of what's legal and what's not legal.
Now tag made, and we might be about to see the powerhouses of each of these respective teams go against each other. And, JT Kirk, he's been spending a lot of time in the gym lately. You can see a cover made, kick out from Judas.
Absolutely. Listen, he looks fantastic. He's put the work in, and when you put the work in, you can see the results. And the result is that Kirk is showing why he is the Messiah of the Facebuster. I mean, this man, I've seen this man lift many a man, double, triple his size with ease. And that's a credit to his strength and power.
Another credit to their strength is the fact that they are the current HWE Tag Team Champions. Titles, of course, not on the line in this match here tonight. HWE management would not allow it for a second show in a row.
Well, I mean, they did the first time around, and Empire defended it, questionable or not questionable. Oh, no, I don't like this at all.
now here comes Seth. What does he have in store?
That is one way to crack a human being's back.
Rope hung double stomp there. Not only across the back, but also driving that throat directly into that top rope. And those ropes are not loose at all, George.
No, they are unforgiving, much like a lot of things on a ring. The apron, the unforgiving steel of the post. I mean, let's be honest, the wrestling ring is completely unforgiving.
That it sure is. Now, JT Kirk eats a Manhattan drop, following it up with a neck breaker. Could this be it for the Bay City Choir Boys? Kick out.
No, I mean, I like the Bay City Choir Boys strategy. Hit them with power moves and then force them for that kick out, which we know, as we've talked about it numerous times, the more you force an opponent to kick out, the more energy they expel. But I think you got to do a lot more to the reject to try to put them away.
Well, we've seen JT Kirk go up against some of the very best in Ontario, not only in tag team action, but in singles action in the past. JT Kirk getting shot off into the ropes. Well, the Choir Boys knocking him down, bringing him right back up to their level.
And that's what I was talking about earlier, Kevin. We were talking about the symmetry between brothers, literal brothers, and Bay City Choir Boys are proven why they may be the best. Wow, look at that power. The best brother tag team that's out there. And Judas with a little taunt at Matt Grant. I'm not going to be mad at that. I'm not going to be mad at that at all.
We love to see it, that's for sure. It's one of the things that makes this team so entertaining is their nonchalant trash talk, if you will.
Yeah, I don't think there's anybody that trash talks better than professional wrestlers. I mean, I get it goes hand in hand, and it may be cliche to say that. Wow, look at that.
Big boot from Kirk, and just like that, the momentum has changed. Empire may be in control of this tag team match. Okay, there's kids in the audience, Grant. This is a family show.
Well, to be honest, I mean, he did say sucking female dogs, so he was just trying to... That's not very legal, like Kirk either, knocking Judas off the apron. Now, mind you, I will say this. When it comes to, again, opportunity, the Bay City Choir Boys may go above board, but see, this is what I'm talking about. Empire knows. They force them in. Now they get the illegal double team. It's what makes Empire so damn good, Kevin. It is.
Absolutely, they're able to pick those spots. They're able to take advantage of it enough to get them the win. Now Matthew Grant, a shot right to the spine. Seth reeling. Grant off the ropes. Senton from the standard of professional wrestling. Going for the cover. And two, says the official Chris Haller.
Did you see that young fan sign? I think it said, I weigh more than.
I know.
And he's like 7.
That might be a scientific fact, George.
I think that's factual. We should get somebody to fact check that. Where's Adam Hayes? He's not doing anything. Let him fact check
You
it.
think you think Adam Hayes knows the facts? Come on. That guy lives in a world of his own.
This is true. Did you see that jacket? Oi.
That tag made JT Kirk. The reject coming in.
Now I gotta say, we haven't touched on this at all, Kevin. I gotta give Empire credit. They're kicking it old school right now. Yeah, they're doing the illegal double teams and all that kind of stuff. We see it, we get it. But they have been able to cut Seth off from Judas. And in tag team wrestling, you want to make it a handicap match. And they've done that very well up until this point.
Very much so. It's all about cutting that ring in half, making sure your opponent cannot make it to their partner. But now Seth looking for a big move here off the top. Crossbody taking down the Messiah of the Facebuster.
But here's the thing. Seth is so far away from Judas. Kirk is a lot closer to Grant. I don't know if Seth can make it. Well, I spoke too soon. There you go.
He made it, the agility coming into play, and now we're right back where we started. Judas and Grant, one for Kirk. Taking him down.
That is so damn great. Look at the power of Judas. I freaking love it. Merry Christmas, Kirk.
Slam. Very Davey Boy-esque. Now Grant wants a piece of Judas. Regretting it though.
Oh no. Oh no. Look at this double T maneuver. Wow.
Flatliner and reverse DDT at the same time. Judas going for the cover kick out from Grant. You got to think, if the Bay City Choir Boys are able to pick up the win here tonight, that's got to put them in line for an opportunity at those HWE Tag Team titles.
I would have to say that HWE management would have to reconsider and maybe invite the Bay City Choir Boys to challenge Empire on their own turf. And I think they would be definitely in line if they could do that. They could show HWE management that they deserve a shot at those titles. And I don't know about you, Kevin, but it always brings a tear to my eye when I see Matthew Grant get chopped.
Well, I mean, the Bay City Choir Boys currently holding 2 separate tag titles across Canada. But now, JT Kirk showing exactly why they call him the Messiah of the Facebuster. Now Seth coming in, turning things around. And a cutter from the younger of the 2 Cassidy brothers.
Wow, look at the power of Matt Grant. We don't really see Matt Grant's power too often. Wow.
Red Hill Valley driver, center of the ring. Not quite able to capitalize and make the pin because Seth is not the legal man.
Oh, no.
Judas now, right into a shot from Grant. Okay.
Okay, classy. Oh!
Mocking a certain famous beer-drinking stockbroker there.
Well, you know what? It's always good to see. Oh! It's always good to see Matthew Grant get a little bit of karma. I love it. Oh my God, you gotta be. And that's what I don't think a lot of people touch on either, Kevin. Matt Grant, ever the underdog, does not quit.
Yeah, he does not. Started off his career using the moniker of the undeniable underdog. Won many championships under that name, but now he's changed things around. He considers himself the standard of pro wrestling. Everyone should be measured up to him.
By height?
I think it's more of a figurative thing. I don't think it's a literal thing.
I was gonna say, I know elves in the North Pole that are taller than him.
Superplex by Seth, and now Judas with a big time splash. This is gotta be it. Kirk breaking it up just in time.
Wow, Kirk literally saved that for his team by a split second. Split second. If he was 1 second late, match would have been over. And you gotta wonder. Oh, wow, what a
shank! Shank by Matthew Grant.
You gotta wonder, was it HW management that said no titles on the line, or was it Empire that said no titles on the line? Because I think they might have been a little bit afraid to lose them to the Bay City Choir Boys.
I mean, if you ask Empire, they're willing to defend those titles every day of the week, but in practice, it's not always the case. Going for the cover. Seth breaking it up just in time. Just as Chris Holler was about to make the 3. Wow. Now Kirk being sent to the outside. All 3 men in the ring down at the moment.
What is Matthew Grant going to do in this handicap situation?
Well, he's got something planned here. I don't like the look on his face.
No way. You don't think.
I think he's been watching a little bit too much Gregory Helms lately.
You don't think.
Oh! Well, bit off more than he could chew.
Literally.
Now I think we're about to see that patented finishing move, taking Grant up. Poser Disposer coming up.
I called it. Look at that.
Crystal Moon. Crystal Moon is in the building.
They always travel in 3s, Kevin. I called it from the jump. Look at that. Look at that. Empire's going to steal another one.
Now Matthew Grant taking advantage here. Oh, no!
The low blow from a low human being.
Right in the family jewels. Now Grant and Kirk looking for that grand finale. The sip, flipping tag, move. Assisted code breaker going for the cover. 2, 3, Empire wins.
As always, stealing a win here, Kevin. And as much as it was a great match to kick off the show, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not happy about the result.
Well, Empire picking up the win now, carrying that moniker of the best brother tag team in Canada, all due to the assist of the misfit, Crystal Moon.
Oh, sickens me to my core.
Empire always very proud of the win, no matter how they got it. But all I can say is I'm sure this isn't the last we've seen of Empire and the Bay City Choir Boys in tag team action.
I honestly and truly hope that oh, come on. That was a young fan sign.
They paid for that. It came out of their pocket, Grant. This Matthew Grant guy, no regard for anyone but himself.
No class.
And his tag team partners. Now Empire living to fight another day. What a way for them to end off this year as they look to the future in 2024.
Regardless, these fans showing some appreciation for the Bay City Choir Boys, rightfully so. They got screwed, and I hope that the matchmaker and HWE management and New Frontier management saw that garbage.
Well, you know the old adage, George, card subject to change, and we're finding out exactly what that means here tonight as Devin Parkside, not originally scheduled for this event, now making his way to the ring for a big-time singles match against the janitor, Travis Moore.
I hate Devin Parkside.
That's a very firm statement.
Firm stance. I don't like his face. I don't like his actions. I don't like anything about the man. He's talented. I'll say that. But as a human being, he absolutely sucks.
Now, I can't disagree with that last point, but the main thing here is this is professional wrestling. It's all about in-ring ability, and Devin Parkside has that in spades. This is one of the most experienced members of our roster. He's been known to teach the young kids a thing or two as well.
Oh, now we got to hear him talk.
And throughout this year, Devin Parkside himself has held multiple singles titles as well as a tag team title, and he would love to end 2023 with a big time win.
Listen, I gotta say this right now. You're right, Parkside, he's got all kinds of talents, all kinds of accolades. But the fact is, one thing he doesn't have, heart. He doesn't have the heart, the determination of a man like Travis Moore, who's been on the roster, demoted from the roster, swept the floors, swept the ring, worked his way back up, and now he's here to hopefully get a big W and finally shed that janitor's uniform and get back to being an in-ring competitor here in New Frontier Pro. And if anybody deserves a Christmas miracle tonight, it's the janitor, Travis Moore.
Can't disagree with that. Travis Moore, one of the most talented young men I have had the pleasure of knowing throughout my career as a broadcast journalist. He's been given the short end of the stick by the matchmaker time and time again, but ever since picking up a singles win against Clay Wilson a couple of events ago, we've seen a whole new side of the janitor, a whole new side of Travis Moore. Now putting in his mouth guard there, getting ready for some big time action.
Oh, look at that. He's even still cleaning the ring. Look at that. He follows the ring. Oh, that was nice.
Travis Moore puts everything and anything into what he does, whether it be pro wrestling, whether it be cleaning. We saw him time and time again throughout the whole show, out here sweeping and mopping as the action was going on, George.
Absolutely, and you know what? I can remember one of the matches from this year. It wasn't a win, but it was one hell of a statement. That amazing battle he had with Carrie.
Absolutely, and talking about amazing battles, he had an amazing battle against Cranio X as well, not too long before that, taking Cranio to the limit. Devin Parkside just adding insult to injury, mocking Travis Moore.
I don't think that's wise on Parkside's part, because you know what? He might really irritate Travis Moore. Look at that, see?
Well, that was the move. The last time these two were in the ring together was a triple threat, also involving Shane Saber. Devin Parkside won by using that double underhook shoulder breaker. Travis Moore studying his opponent. Manhattan drop from the janitor, taken down. Parkside now trying to go for a headbutt. Parkside rolling out just in time.
Well, that's okay. Travis Moore, he's got one hell of a skull. He can take a few headshots.
Yeah, he does. He's known for using that headbutt over and over again. Now those double chops right to the chest of Parkside. Now big enziguri in the corner. Taking Parkside up on his shoulders. Steamroller connects. And there's the headbutt.
And it was pretty. Travis Moore can put together Oh, look at this. He's not stopping. Momentum is going his way. He's
Oh,
going to
here
fly.
goes Travis Moore! Tope Suicida right in front of us, George.
I love it. I love seeing Devin Parkside on the floor, vertically challenged.
That's a fair statement. Devin Parkside.
Look at. He's asking a fan for help. Is that even allowed?
I mean, it would technically be considered interference, but I guess it's up to the official to decide.
Now the officials here at New Frontier are pretty lax.
That may be the case, but Evan Affleck, the official of this match, always keeping an eye out.
Oh.
Low drop kick from Parkside, off the ropes he goes, and another one, knocking the janitor down. I think the back of his head may have cracked off that chair in the front.
Absolutely, and you know what? Giving Devin Parkside some much-needed recovery time. But now Parkside, he's got to stay focused on his opponent. Sit there and start pandering to fans. He's giving Travis Moore all kinds of recovery time out here on the floor.
Well, that's the kind of thing that can change the momentum very quickly. Oh my God! Stomping that spine directly.
That's unforgiving hardwood floor right now. Okay?
That was a disgusting move, frankly. Oh, and now he's using that fan sign.
That's got somebody's sweat on it, fingerprints, black ink. Not sanitary at all.
That's not a move that's effective. That's just going to insult and enrage your opponent. And Travis Moore, we've seen that mean streak in the past.
Wow, and Devin Parkside still going on about the fact that he has to fight a janitor, almost like it's degrading to him. At the end of the day, I mean, your winner's purse is going to be more than your loser's purse, but you're still getting paid. Does it really matter who your opponent is? Go out there and score the W.
Well, as far as Devin Parkside is concerned, no one in the back is in his league besides his tag team partner, Mark Shaw. We will see an action later tonight in an I Quit match.
I hope that Mark Shaw gets his ass beat down by Vander in this match. I hope it happens.
I hope he doesn't hear you say that.
I don't care.
Mark Shaw is a very scary man.
Well, so am I if I haven't had a cup of coffee in the morning.
That's okay. Okay, I get where you're going.
I had about 4 today, so I'm okay right now.
But now, Parkside just choking the life out of Moore in that corner.
What a horrible display of sportsmanship right now. Parkside just literally trying to take anything he can out of Travis Moore and kill momentum. Those double knees, that was impressive though. I will say one thing about Parkside, his agility is incredible.
That it is off the rope, bulldog from Parkside, taking Moore down. Going for the cover, is it gonna be enough to put the janitor away? Kick out at 2.
And you can see Parkside's a little bit surprised there that the janitor would kick out after 2. Now he's gonna go question the ref on his counting skills. Like, is that really necessary?
Parkside's handing out lessons all over the place. Now, another shot to Moore, sending him down to the mat. Moore hasn't even recovered yet.
But that's what you got to do with the caliber of a Travis Moore. Travis Moore is like the little engine that could. He will not quit. He will not stop. And if you give him any kind of space, any chance for recovery, he can get right back to it. And there we go. Point taken.
Off the ropes he goes. Parkside following suit. Sending his elbow right into the face of Moore, following up with a big kick to the spine.
That was disgusting. That was just goddamn vicious.
I think the official felt that one.
I felt that one. And I'm sitting here on these nice comfy chairs. I will say these chairs are fantastically comfortable.
As far as chairs go, they're pretty good.
Got a nice groove. I love the fact that we get treated here so nicely. I really do.
It's very nice, very nice. I don't hate it here. Thank you to New Frontier Management, the matchmaker, whoever you may be.
Hey, as long as the checks keep Garen, I don't care who you are. As long as you're not Adam Hayes. Please don't be Adam Hayes.
Who knows, maybe 2024 we'll find out who the matchmaker is. Now as we're talking about 2024, both these competitors want to head in with some momentum. Parkside going for the cover, kick out at 2 from Moore.
And I don't think people realize how important a victory in New Frontier is. You can rise up the ranks so quickly to be in line for that grand championship with just building a couple of wins. It really is literally such a tight race that anybody can become #1 contender if they build some momentum and get a clean win. Travis Moore right now, if he were to, if Travis Moore were to beat Devin Parkside, that'd be 2 matches in a row he scored a victory.
And a deadlift German suplex from Moore, following it up with the waist away. Going, ground and pound from Travis Moore.
Look, the ref had to pull him off. Travis Moore's all kinds of fired up. Is Devin Parkside out?
I think Travis Moore winning by referee stoppage.
Wow! Travis Moore just knocked the life literally out of Devin Parkside. He was out cold, Kevin.
It's one thing to pin your opponent, it's one thing to force him to submit, but when the official has to throw in the towel for one of the competitors, that is a statement heard around the world. Matchmaker, I hope you're seeing this, and I hope you got something planned for the janitor in the new year. This young man, he's got a hell of a lot of aggression to get out, and I'm sure that aggression will take him right to the top here in New Frontier.
Absolutely, and Kevin, I don't know if you know this, we talk a lot about Tarek and his undefeated streak. Right now, the janitor is 2-0.
Very much so. Travis Moore picking up win after win, looking to the future, trying to open the eyes of management here. And now the match is won, but here he is going right back, cleaning up the place.
It's classy. It's all kinds of classy. I love it. I love it.
That is a hard-working young man. These are the things that make Travis Moore such a lovable competitor. And then you throw in that aggression. This is someone who I'm sure the fans can very much get behind, George.
Well, let's talk about this incredible card that we've seen so far. 2 matches in. What a show so far. As Devin Parkside tries to remember where he is, what day it is, what time it is. This has been incredible so far, Kevin, and I couldn't have wished for a better way to end the year. Not without you beside me, calling the action. Is Parkside actually trying to get the rep?
I think Parkside thinks he won. He's so confused after all those shots to the head. Devin Parkside not even able to leave on his own power. That's all done at the hands of the janitor, Travis Moore. George, this is one of the biggest success stories I guess we've seen here in New Frontier. That Kyle calling upon a former rival of his, now turned hero, the hardcore hero himself, the Green Phantom. And these two men have been undefeated since uniting as a team.
Listen, if New Frontier is trying to develop a tag team division, which I'm sure they are, I would love for either of these teams fighting in this match to be the first ones to win our inaugural tag team championships when that happens. The Green Bastards, success story like you said, but their opponents, oh man, those boys, there's something special.
Oh, very much so. And we saw two of the best teams in Canada today a little earlier on in the show, and now we're going to see one of the greatest teams in this company's history, all of Ontario's history, in Airstrike. As I was saying, Empire, currently HWE Tag Team Champions. Bay City Choir Boys holding 2 separate titles across Canada. We're looking at Airstrike right now. Sure, they don't have the hardware with them, but at this very moment, they hold 4 separate tag team titles across multiple companies. This is the most decorated team at the moment. And a win over them by the Green Bastards, that's going to push them right into the stratosphere if they can do it.
Absolutely. Listen, would you call yourselves the belt collectors of tag team wrestling? That's something few have done.
Can't disagree with that. Throw in the fact that they are multiple-time trios champions with a separate partner each time. Shows they can work well with just about anybody.
Well, but also throw in the fact that Mike Forte has probably the best head of hair in the business.
Can't disagree with that. You can purchase your Hairstrike products at the merch table or online. Just contact Airstrike through your various social medias.
Absolutely.
And we can get you looking just like Mike Forte is here tonight.
I use it all the time. I have never had more balance and peak in my life.
I was wondering why your hair looked so good.
It's the Hairstrike products, baby.
It is. I have it under good authority that they might be putting out some beard products in the near future. I'm sure the Green Phantom would love to get his hand on that.
Absolutely, but listen, that doesn't really help me. I mean, it helps more yourself, but this took 5 years to grow. That's about the best I can do.
Well, I mean, for 5 years, it's very nice.
Thank you. I try. I have a very feng shui thing going on here.
I don't hate it. I've seen worse.
I'll take it.
I mean that in the nicest
I'll take
possible
it,
way.
don't worry.
For now, the mess maker and Zero Gravity starting things off here. That Kyle with a hammerlock applied to Tyler Arrow. And it's not something we see too much out of Kyle's, that technical style of wrestling. Usually we just see him with that brawling offense.
Well, I would say that that's probably the effect that the Green Phantom has had on him, right? I mean, Kyle's been always looking for that father figure in pro wrestling. And he thought he found it in Petey's skills, and when the son beats the father, he had to look elsewhere. But now he's put himself with his hero, the Green Phantom, and I think the Phantom has shown that Kyle a thing or two.
And you see it all over social media. You see Kyle posting training videos, posting that he's learning new moves, picking up the art of professional wrestling more and more as time goes on. And we're seeing that on full display here.
Absolutely. I think a lot of people underestimate that Kyle, and I think he's one that you shouldn't underestimate because, I mean, if we think about our last year-end awards, if we think about our year-end awards, I mean, that Kyle was the breakout star of 2022.
Very much so. Could he win another award here this year? We'll find out very soon. But now, Tyler Arrow off the ropes. Kyle trying to trip him, but right over he goes again. Tyler Arrow rolling right over both of these two men. We've seen them compete in singles action in deathmatch in the past, but now I think this is the first time they're meeting as a tag team, if I'm not mistaken.
And I gotta say, that Kyle is keeping up with Tyler Arrow in terms of speed. Look at that. What a great counter to avoid that roundhouse. And that Kyle a little bit impressed with himself as well, and as he should be.
Tyler Arrow almost giving the nod of approval, if you will. And now here comes the hardcore hero. I think Forte wants a piece of him.
Why wouldn't you? I mean, Forte's got the hair, Phantom's got the beard. It's like a match made in heaven, really.
Can't disagree with that. Forte and Phantom now going at it. Forte, flurry of strikes, sends Phantom off into the ropes. Over he goes, sunset flip from the Green Phantom.
And I just want to point this out. Oh, so we got another cover. Wow, look at that. They're going pinfall for pinfall here.
Just trading pitting predicaments over and over. These two men. Very technically gifted. Schoolboy Pain kick out from Forte. Just so evenly matched in the early stages of this tag team match.
Impressive, absolutely. And I don't know if you noticed this, Kevin, or picked up on it, but 'tis the season. And we got red and green. That is the colors of Christmas.
I didn't even pick up on that. That's very nice. That's fun.
I try to throw out those quips and bombs every once in a while. I drop some street knowledge.
Oh! Both of them almost getting one another, but now the hardcore hero. That powerful chop.
I love how he does the pose after every chop, too. I know it's coming, but I still love it.
I mean, very few do it better. It's a very simple pose, but very iconic when the Green Phantom does it.
Oh, Phantom got a little frustrated now. Forte feeling a little bit disrespected.
I mean, he's the hardcore hero, first name being hardcore. He's a very violent individual when he wants to be. Greenhouse DDT connects. In fact, I've seen videos where he takes barbed wire and gives someone a nice little Chelsea grin with it.
Oh yeah, I've seen those videos too.
It's very, very scary.
Brings a tear to my eye for different reasons.
It makes me run in fear.
And I will say this, the more I see these two together, you would think that the Green Bastards have been tagging for years, but it's really only been about a 6-month run.
Oh, the chemistry that they have has just taken them to this level that they're at, where the point they can go against a team like Airstrike.
Absolutely, and you know what? As it stands right now, that Kyle and the Green Phantom are handling Airstrike quite convincingly. They've cut the ring off. They've narrowed Forte away from Tyler Arrow, and it's now just a matter of dealing as much punishment as you can to Mike Forte to get that pinfall or that submission.
Oh, Kyle directing traffic here. Double team maneuver coming up, and now Forte shifting the momentum.
That Kyle almost lost another tooth.
Oh, I get tag made.
Oh, no.
Guess the official will allow that one. Now, the Green Bastards looking for some crowd involvement. Oh, just stomping the life out of Forte.
They call that the green stomp.
And now elbow and leg drop combination. Kyle going for a cover. Kick out from Forte.
Right now, Mike Forte looks worse for the wear, Kevin. I gotta wonder how much is left in Forte's tank. And Arrow is hot for that tag. You know he wants to get in there and help his partner, but he can't. And right now, the Green Bastards, wow! They are dealing all kinds of punishment to Mike Forte.
Almost decapitating Mike Forte. Kick out at 2, says Chris Holler.
Well, that would make for an odd Christmas dinner, right? Imagine going over there, hey mom, hey dad, I don't have a head.
I don't think Nona would appreciate it.
No, I don't think so.
Could you imagine being the person who makes Nona feel that way on Christmas?
No, I wouldn't want to.
Now Forte back up to a vertical base. Shots to the midsection of Kyle. And a slap to the face to follow it up. Mike Forte feeling good, feeling spicy. Off the ropes he goes, ducks the elbow. Shoots Kyle in, and now here comes Tyler Arrow. Right into a drop kick.
And we got that all-important tag. Mike Forte now gets some major recovery time. And Tyler Arrow, he's on the attack. He's fighting with the ref right now, saying that was 3. That was questionable. I think they could have been 3, but I'm not in there calling the action.
Now Kyle back up to a vertical base. Arrow shoots him into his corner. Forte wants back in.
Wow, after all that punishment, Forte wants back in. That shows you the resiliency of a Mike Forte.
Well, there's one thing I know about Forte is that there's always more in the tank when it comes to it. Now double team maneuver, those double shots there. Snapmare takeover, tag made once again. These are the things that make Airstrike such a successful team, is these quick tags and the way that they work together.
Absolutely, hold on, 1, 2, and ooh.
Kick out from Kyle.
And that shows you the heart of that Kyle, man. That kid he can take an absurd amount of punishment. Some human beings should be able to take the kind of punishment that Kyle has dished out and has taken in turn.
Remember where you're from.
Now Mike Forte, legal man once again. Taking Kyle up. Right into a suplex, all the pressure on the lower back, going for the cover. Kick out at 2.
And I gotta be honest with you, man. I really gotta be honest with you. You're right. Airstrike is so deadly, so powerful with these quick tags, how fast they can build up some serious momentum. And they've literally flipped this match, and it's in their favor right now. It really is Airstrike's match to lose at this point.
Oh, I mean, that's the thing with pro wrestling. You never know what can shift the momentum. Anything can happen in this sport. You might think you're just about to win the match, and then something happens. Momentum shifts at the turn of a dime, like we could be seeing right now.
Absolutely. That Kyle creating some space. Can he build on it, though? Ducks the clothesline.
Ducks the back elbow. And both competitors taking each other down. And right now we're back at even, George.
Well, this is it right here. This is the moment. This is the moment where the match can turn on that dime like we talked about. That Kyle, Mike Forte, who wants it more? Who can get to the corner faster, tag in their partner, and who can build up that momentum again?
Kyle slowly crawling over Forte as well. Phantom and Arrow, both hands extended, dying for that tag. And here we go! Phantom taking down Arrow, Forte as well. Now like a couple of coconuts getting cracked together. There it is.
It's oh so pretty and it's oh so simple.
Now Airstrike finding out exactly what it means to get with the green. Green Phantom now takes up Arrow and plants him with that scoop slam.
Uh-oh. That Kyle's about to take flight.
What we going to see here?
Well, he's put on his safety goggles, he's protecting himself.
I mean, it's a very intelligent thing to do.
I think it's safety.
Now there it is, double team splash! Get that extra bit of height. Is this enough to put Airstrike away? No!
Wow, I cannot believe that Tyler Arrow was able to kick out of that, Kevin. I can't believe it.
I mean, Kyle almost got an extra 5 feet of height there off that splash.
Tyler Arrow literally had all the wind taken out of him.
Now able to recover. Drop toe hold, taking down Kyle, and now a knee right to the temple.
Oh no, did that Kyle just lose another tooth? Something just flew right out.
It very well might have been the case. It's going to be an expensive dental bill for Kyle, that's for sure.
Do you think Kyle goes to the dentist?
He might. We should all go to the dentist, George.
We absolutely all should, but I don't think that Kyle's ever been.
Oh, and there it is! Picture perfect cutter from Forte, and now a knee from Kyle to Arrow. Forte with a super kick. Sends Kyle reeling into the ropes, and now Forte with the rebound! Lariat!
Gotta love that. Oh, but Forte, a lot's been taken out of him there.
The punishment he has taken at the hands of both the Green Phantom and that Kyle starting to play a toll.
Absolutely, and all of a sudden these two men are just forcing themselves to get up. Look at that. Oh no, I don't know if you want to get into a striking contest with Mike Forte or that Kyle for that matter, because both of these guys.
I mean, that Kyle, he's a 2023 Death Proof Tournament winner, very violent individual. And just goes to show how much punishment he can take.
Absolutely, and Tyler Arrow, he's no stranger to punishment. Look at that!
The assisted sliced bread, is it enough to put away that Kyle? Kick out just in time.
And that's what I was talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about, that absurd amount of punishment that Kyle can take. This match has just gone way out of control. What happened? Oh, Vander to the outside, Forte to the outside.
Tag made, Forte now the legal man, and we could be looking at the closing moments of this match. Airstrike going for that patented Sushi Karoshi, but that Kyle now fights out of it.
What an elbow.
Takes him
Phantom.
up, drill bit, connects!
That Kyle, though, didn't go for the pin.
We're gonna finish this.
Now the punishment taking its toll on Kyle as well. Phantom bringing Kyle up. And the Green Phantasm connects! Kyle, go over the cover! Green Bastard win!
Wow!
Picking up a massive win against Airstrike. All I can say is going to be a big party in parts unknown, George.
Absolutely. Listen, the Green Bastards, the winning keeps on going. These guys are showing exactly what they can do. One hell of a tag team. That Kyle looks dazed and confused, but regardless, they got the W. And Airstrike going home. Losers tonight. Incredible match.
Well, Green Bastards going home with the winner's share of the purse, but arguably more importantly, the bragging rights. The fact that they've just defeated a multiple-time tag team championship team. It's going to mean a lot for them going forward. It's going to mean a lot for them in the eyes of the matchmaker, George.
Absolutely. But next is the match we've been looking forward to tonight.
Very much so, George. Two hard-hitting legends going at it for the very first time. Your good friend's going to be at ringside, isn't it?
Good friend. Who's good friend?
You're a good friend. Quote unquote.
Air quotes. Yeah.
George. I love this song, but now I don't.
Is this?
I'm back, bitches.
Are those his white
You can't get rid of
sunglasses?
What is Adam Hayes now making his grand return to New Frontier, but looking like he never left? Plaque in hand once again, and those ridiculous sunglasses.
What an idiot. You know, there was a fan that gave me this sign, and I don't know what it says, but I'm going to open it up. Oh, it says Barney.
I remember that.
Oh, absolutely.
I was there.
Absolutely. Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
I mean, there's a bit of purple on his suit.
Look at that, Barney the Cheeseburger King. I love it.
For a couple of seconds, I got some very important news to tell each and every one of you out there. Yes.
Barney, 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 Barney.
Tonight I have a very important announcement to make. See, the rumors are true. We have been waiting a long time to make this announcement. Tonight here in Cobourg is the last ever Mark Buster Open Challenge.
Okay, that's a statement.
You see, the reason why is because 2024 actually beat LuFisto with an inch of her life tonight. We have grander things in mind. Which is why I would like to officially announce that Carrie is entering the 2024 King of Combat Tournament.
Wow.
I mean, very well deserved. The only undefeated competitor.
He wins that tournament, not if. When he wins that tournament, he will go on to the biggest show that this company has next year, an Immortality 3 in the main event and challenge for the New Frontier Grand Championship.
Wow.
Now Tyler Hill's our champion, right? You guys know Tyler Hill. Let's see if he makes it to Immortality 3. Because he has a big club of friends, fans, even family members disappearing on him lately.
Is that duct tape on that
We'll see
plane?
what happens, because tonight is not about Tyler Hill, it's all about LuFisto. LuFisto, I respect you a long time ago, but tonight you will do what you were always meant to do here at New Frontier. You will lie on your back. You will look up at the ceiling as the referee counts 3, and you get one more marker added to your list of amazing nicknames. And that is the number 12. 12 and oh. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the one, the only, the undefeated. This is Terrence.
As the undefeated one makes his way to the ring for what we just found out is going to be the final Mark Buster Challenge, George. It's the end of an era.
I'm not upset that it's going. I actually prefer that it's going because that means less Adam Hayes.
And hopefully that's the case. I mean, we saw it at the last event. I know I wasn't sitting next to you last time, but Adam Hayes wasn't here either. And Tarek picked up the win without him. You gotta think it's only a matter of time until Tarek starts to figure out that maybe he doesn't need Hayes anymore.
I said that at the last show. Listen, Adam Hayes was suspended by the matchmaker for actions unbecoming because of things like what he just did. Running his mouth, insulting talent. That's not how you get things done. Tarek's not about that. Tarek doesn't talk. Tarek walks. That's what Tarek does.
Tarek is one thing and one thing only, and that is a prize fighter. He is doing everything he can to make sure he goes home with the winner's share of the purse, make sure he goes home with the title if possible.
And look at this now, Tarek and Adam Hayes picking on a young fan in the audience. That's really classy, gentlemen.
Can't get behind that. Maybe a little bit of Adam Hayes rubbing off on Tarek here at New Frontier. Now we are just moments away from what is a dream match here, George. Tarek, LuFisto, two of the most high-profile strikers in the history of Canadian professional wrestling.
Absolutely. Listen, at the end of the day, we know what Tara can do. We know his arsenal. We also know what LuFisto can do. We know her arsenal. What's going to be the X factor? Adam Hayes. I can't. Look at Hayes, look at him scour. Steps out, now he steps in. Well, I agree with that. I agree.
Tarek taking offense to that one there. Now LuFisto finally, 2 years in the making. This goes back to the very first Mark Ass Buster challenge. She was originally scheduled to be Tarek's opponent. Due to certain situations, wasn't able to make it, but now we're finally seeing it here in front of us live in Cobourg.
I cannot take that idiot serious for I can't.
I can't disagree with you for that, frankly.
I can't.
I don't even know what Adam Hayes is thinking. We're inside.
I don't understand any of it. The jacket, the glasses, the duct tape frame. I mean, you want to talk about somebody who has no money? This man.
Wait a second, that's true. He looks like Barney.
Now we're just moments away. Hayes at ringside there.
My God.
LuFisto and Tarek for the very first time, George.
Kevin, can I ask for one Christmas gift?
Sure.
Adam Hayes to get punched out by LuFisto.
I don't know if I can make it happen, but one person who can is LuFisto herself. And considering all the things Hayes has said about her in the past 2 years, we could be seeing that come to fruition here tonight.
Absolutely. Listen, Adam Hayes has ran his mouth. He's run a lot of checks, and he's about to get cashed on tonight. I think LuFisto is going to make that man pay. But regardless of the fact, what I'm looking forward to is this amazing contest that we're going to see. We've been waiting 2 years, Kevin. So everybody at home, everybody here tonight, buckle in and strap up. Because we're not going to see a wrestling match. We're going to see a fight.
Oh, this is going to be a very hard-hitting contest, that's for sure. And the fans here in Cobourg getting behind LuFisto.
Let's go, Terry!
God. You know, it was so peaceful last show, Kevin. I mean, you weren't there. It sucked. It was so peaceful. I didn't have to see this atrocity stomping around the ring. I didn't see any of it. And now I have to see it again.
I mean, unfortunately, all good things must come to an end. But again, Hayes being here means he could get into some trouble with LuFisto or anyone else on the roster.
You're right.
There's potential for that.
You're right. I have seen Hayes get punched out by Leighton Buzzard, and it was worth it.
That was enjoyable.
It was so good, right? So
nice.
good.
It's very nice. But now LuFisto, Tarek. Tarek taking a moment to talk some trash to the fans here, but now turning his attention back to the First Lady of Hardcore.
I wouldn't want to be taking my eyes off LuFisto for a second while I'm in that ring.
LuFisto's won many championships over the course of her career.
Whoa, look at that. I have never seen Tarek retreat that quick in my life, Kevin.
I can't say I have either. Tarek now on the outside as LuFisto just waits for her opponent to return.
Is he sitting down next to the guy from Crocodile Dundee? Who is that guy?
He's getting a massage as well. I can't think Hayes is any good at that.
The only thing with Hayes knows how to massage. It's too easy. It's too easy.
Family show.
All right, I said it was too easy.
You already said something earlier that was a little racial.
I said a bone in the human body.
Coccyx?
Coccyx. Do not try to twist my words right now.
You said it.
It's a factual bone.
I'm sure it is. I believe you.
You ever have? I've known a lot of people who broke their cock.
George, I said I believe you.
All right.
I'm on your side here.
All right.
What was that word again?
Coccyx. Anyways, back to the match. As these two circle each other, I've noticed that LuFisto has been very wise as she's kept one eye on Tarek, but always keeping Hayes in her peripheral.
Now LuFisto trying to pull that arm out of the socket of Tarek. Bending those fingers back. Tarek I don't know if I've ever seen him in this much pain in the early goings of a match.
Listen, if you do that, you take away one key thing. Two key things, the punch and the chop.
Yeah, very much so. But now Tarek shifting things around. Side headlock applied to LuFisto.
Look at Hayes out there giving instructions. Like Hayes has ever wrestled in a match. Like Hayes has any right to be giving Tarek any kind of instruction.
Well, as far as Hayes is concerned, he's the smartest man in the world. He knows it all, and then some.
You could be the smartest man in the world, yet be such an idiot at the same time.
We've seen that on full display from a certain individual, haven't we?
Absolutely, we have, but we've also seen it on display from, listen, look at Elon Musk, the smartest man in the room, but sometimes such an idiot.
Elon Musk fans, you can contact George McKay on Twitter, on social media. Send him your letters.
@_straight talk. Bring it at me, Elon Musk. Bring it at me.
Now LuFisto off the ropes. Tarek, the quality is reeling from that shot, but not totally enough to knock him down just yet.
Was he a little spaghetti leg there?
Not quite al dente, but a little bit.
Tarek, slows the momentum down.
Vertical leap of Tarek. Now LuFisto taking him down and turning him inside out. LuFisto wasting no time here.
And Adam Hayes looks worried, and so does Tarek. I have never seen Tarek get manhandled this quickly in a match.
LuFisto very much focusing on that arm. I think she's, as you said earlier, trying to take out the punch and the chop from Tarek's arsenal. Very intelligent from the 20-year veteran of the sport.
There we go, there we go.
LuFisto's won many championships, nearly 20 titles in her career. Tag team, singles. Everywhere she has been, she has won gold. And if she can pick up a win over Tarek, you gotta think, that's gotta give her a spot in that King of Combat tournament.
Listen, absolutely. If she picks a win up and defeats Tarek and ruins the undefeated streak, the perfect 12-0 that he's going to end it at, then all that means to me is that not only could she deserve a spot in the King of Combat tournament, she could win it all, Kevin.
Very much so. Kick out from Tarek on the count of one. Now LuFisto wasting no time. Those kicks to the chest of Tarek. Each one harder than, I'm doing my job, Hayes. Let me do what I'm paid to do. How did you sit next to this guy?
Listen, you don't think I had to deal with the bad smells, the awful odors, the blinding suits, the horrible life choices that his parents made when they decided to conceive him? You don't think I had to suffer through a lot of emotional damage?
I believe you 100%, George. I'm sorry for everything you've had to go through.
Thank you.
I know a good therapist.
Thank you. Got one on retainer, actually.
Fantastic. Now LuFisto out on that aim. Oh!
Wow!
That sound rivals Tarek's chops.
Listen, we talk about Tarek, the punching, the kicking, the chopping. But you know what LuFisto has been doing this entire match? Punching, kicking, chopping. She is giving Tarek a taste of what those 11 other competitors had to go through. And I am loving every second of it. And I have never seen a fat man on the verge of crying more than I have every time Tarek takes a shot when I look over at Hayes.
Adam Hayes, after all that trash he's been talking about LuFisto. LuFisto is the one to end the streak of Tarek. That's going to eat up not only Tarek, but Hayes as well. Now LuFisto sends Tarek into the ropes. Disaster! Kick! Oh my God!
Her nose may have been broken, Kevin.
Now Tarek wasting no time, going for the cover, and the wounded owl kicks out at a count of two.
You can't think you're gonna get LuFisto off of a knee shot and a lariat. Come on, this woman is the queen of hardcore. You know how much punishment she has taken? You gotta do a lot more than that.
Tarek finding out firsthand here, just stomping on the fingers. Now that springboard kick might be the turning point of this match. Tarek now in firm control.
Oh, look at Hayes. Look at Hayes. Please, LuFisto, punch him right in the face. Please.
I mean, the thing with Hayes is, and I'm gonna throw Hayes a bone here. I know for years Hayes idolized this woman. this was his favorite competitor everywhere he went. In an alternate universe, we could see Hayes and LuFisto handing out the Mark Ass Buster Challenge.
We could, but we're in this universe, and we only have to deal with. Please don't tell me there are multiple Hazes. Please don't do that to me.
The multiverse is a thing. You've seen.
I know it is, but
you've seen Marvel movies.
Don't put that in my head. I'm imagining a skinny Hayes, a famous Hayes.
A Hayes that might not be a total horrible human being.
There is that Hayes.
There's got to be one.
I'm also
this isn't one, but
I'm also imagining a Hayes with talent, because ours has none.
Now LuFisto hung up.
Oh no.
Leaning up against that steel post. Tarek getting a running start, and
Yes!
Tarek might have broken every bone in his hand.
Yes!
There's nothing solid there. That's just bone broth and jelly.
Hayes looking like Donald Trump when he got impeached. I loved it.
Tarek's hand now. That's going to take out.
Hold on. Yes!
Giving chase. The Independent Wrestling Hall of Famer now. Not allowing Tarek to get away. Now getting a little bit of crowd involvement here.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Tarek trying to run for the hills, but he can't get away fast enough. LuFisto keeping up the pace and giving chase. I love it. I love it.
And now LuFisto saying, I'll give him a second. I'll let him walk away. I'll let him recover.
Look at him.
Adam Hayes. Oh, but what's going on here?
What is he doing?
Are we playing a game of peekaboo?
What is hide and go seek?
Now LuFisto once again.
Oh, please go for Adam Hayes. Tarek has run like a child. Tarek is a scared little boy.
That's very out of character for Tarek. We've seen Tarek go against some of the biggest and baddest in the sport.
He's back there somewhere. He's sulking around.
He's defeated names like Steve Brown, Gabriel Fuerza, Vaughn Vertigo at our most recent event. I don't think I've ever seen him cower away like this, George.
He defeated a former ICW champion in Leighton Buzzard. But this match is 2 years in the making, and I think for 2 years, this match has haunted Tarek's dream. I think if this match happened 2 years ago, the Mark Ass Buster Challenge would have ended at 2-0 or 2-1. That's what it would have ended at.
Could have been the case. Now we could be seeing it end at 11-1.
What the hell? Did he just run to the back? Hey, if he doesn't get back out there, the ref's got to call count of 10.
I mean, the official showing a little bit of leniency here in New Frontier. Tarek now just hiding behind the curtains there. Now here comes Tarek.
Here he comes.
Finally getting a hold of himself.
Oh, hold on. LuFisto now looking angry, looking aggressive. LuFisto.
Oh, LuFisto has no idea. And Tarek is right behind her.
Oh.
And now the mist from Tarek.
What a cheap way to win. Adam Hayes has his fingerprints all over all of this.
I never thought I would see Tarek resort to that sort of tactic.
Oh, he's a coward. He's a coward and a charlatan and everything vile with the world.
I mean, I know all those words apply to Adam Hayes, but
it applies to Tarek tonight.
This is a different Tarek than we've seen in the past.
This is a man who's entitled. He's a baby. You know what he is? You know what he is? He's a millennial.
George, I'm a millennial.
Yeah.
Okay, I see how it is.
Oh, yeah.
Taking things personal.
You may be one of the few millennials I actually like.
Ah, shucks, George. I like you too. And one thing I would like to see is LuFisto end this reign of terror Hayes and Tarek have had all over New Frontier, but we could see that end.
Hold on.
Right now, no! LuFisto was still throwing that middle finger towards Adam Hayes.
And you can see why Hayes used to admire her. She's one hell of a fighter.
I mean, there's a reason LuFisto is one of the most respected competitors, not only in Canada, but in the entire world now. Tarek right into a back fist from LuFisto.
He doesn't know where he is, Kevin.
Tarek going in once again. Oh! And LuFisto taking a moment to fully process that. Cover made isn't enough to put away the wounded owl.
No! Get your fat hand down, you stupid prick!
That was a 3 and you know it. You know it. Are you from Cobourg? Are you blind?
Look at the temper tantrum that's happening right now.
Now Tarek not looking to capitalize just yet, but every moment he takes to adjust that.
He reminds me of my 7-year-old daughter when I take away the iPad.
He doesn't have much left.
That's
She's sore. She's
a
broken.
reasonable comparison.
I believe.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Except one of them is no longer in diapers. Guess which one? Yep. Now you may be wondering how I know that. I saw a pack of Depends in Hayes' bag. Yeah, that's right.
I don't even want to speculate on that anymore. Tarek going for that big knee. LuFisto getting out just in time. Now LuFisto, a house of fire, taking down Mr. Punch King Chop. Knee to the head. Going for a fisherman suplex.
Got it.
Is it enough to end the Marquez Buster Challenge? No.
My God, 2.5? 2.9? Incredible.
LuFisto can't believe it. She thought she had a flurry of strikes now. Off the rope she goes. A stomp right to the chest, back, elbow. Tarek is 11 and no!
Where is this buffoon going?
Well, there's one thing I know about Adam Hayes is he always has a plan. He always has something.
I've noticed the deeper this match has gone, he's definitely been trying to gain the ref's attention a little bit more. I think he's trying to cause a distraction so Tarek can do some more underhanded crappery.
I think that might be the case, but now LuFisto might be calling for the end here, going for that Northern Lights driver. Now Tarek with a disaster kick, knocking LuFisto down. Is it enough? 12-0, not just yet.
Man, oh man, Kevin, the deeper this match goes, I'm not sure who it favors. These two have literally beat the hell out of each other. The only difference is that LuFisto has stayed in the ring or in the ring area the entire time. Tarek ran for a water break.
Tarek might be calling for the end here as he smacks his hand down on that canvas. LuFisto now still reeling from that last springboard kick. Will she be able to recover and end the Marquez Buster Challenge? Tarek perching the First Lady of Hardcore up on the top. We could be seeing that patented backpack
She
stunner.
looks like she may be out, Kevin. Oh, I spoke too soon.
Oh, she's fighting. Fighting tooth and nail. She knows what that backpack stunner means. It's taken out so many of Tarek's opponents in the past. Now LuFisto with that hip attack. She gonna be going for another one here. Tarek though, up!
Oh! He flew clear across half the ring.
Pre-workout elbow connecting, and now Tarek drop toe hold, lands him on that middle rope. LuFisto now missing. Tarek.
Oh, vintage Tarek coming up.
Air! Tarek connects.
Not enough again.
Now once again, going for
Oh, she missed
LuFisto.
it. Hold on. Yes.
Face wash right through the ropes, sending Tarek reeling.
Here we go right in front of us now. Tarek taking a seat. He didn't buy that ticket.
Oh, and a chop and a fist combination. Taking a page.
Oh! Adam Hayes trying to tell LuFisto to stop hitting him, causing the distraction.
But now Tarek with a shot of his own.
LuFisto just had her bell rung.
Now I think we might be right back at even. Maybe a little bit favored towards Tarek at this point in this match.
Absolutely.
Oh, but LuFisto's still alive. And she just threw Tarek so hard on that apron.
He bounced up on the apron. That was incredible.
It was like one of those bouncy balls you get out of those vending machines.
Yeah, that's a good call. I miss those bouncy balls.
I like those things. They're fun. Now this crowd here in Cobourg getting firmly behind the First Lady of Hardcore.
She's got him up. What's she thinking here?
Oh! Dropping! Oh, Tarek shifting things around! And Adam Hayes with an assist! look on the face of LuFisto says it all. LuFisto had that match won, but Tarek at the very last moment, shifting the momentum away, landing in a pinning situation. Adam Hayes grabbing a hold of the foot, not allowing LuFisto to kick out. And just like that, the era of the Mark Buster Challenge ends at 12-0. Questionable or not, history doesn't look at how the victory happened, just that it did.
I have no words right now. I am so upset with the way that went down. Tarek proved the last show we didn't need this idiot. This idiot just stole a win. Just stole it.
Well, LuFisto is no regular competitor. She may have just given Tarek the toughest fight of his career, but
hold on!
It's happening, George! It's happening!
It's happening! My Christmas gift is happening, Kevin! Oh my God! Please, please!
Adam Hayes starting to realize what's going on!
Yes! Yes!
LuFisto shattering that award right over the face of Hayes!
Yes!
LuFisto might have just become the most popular competitor.
I am so happy right now.
Now Tarek coming to the aid of his advocate.
He absolutely did deserve it. Oh my God, with a tear in my eye.
Best moment of your life, George.
Best day ever. To see a fat man get knocked out with a picture frame. I am so excited.
I can tell.
Yes, we won. This guy's
Thank you. Oh my God.
And we got some help. I'm not helping you.
Now the question remains, will Hayes be able to recover by the time of the King of Combat tournament?
I feel like I wanna go out there and I wanna just lean over Adam Hayes.
My good looks.
Watch your elbows and stuff, dude. You need to.
I feel like leaning over and saying, you just got knocked the bleep out.
That's definitely one way to go. Adam Hayes not able to leave on his own power.
What the heck just happened there? No, it should be 12-0, man.
You cheated to win.
I mean, I didn't really cheat. The guy that got hit with the picture. I mean.
Cobourg, are you ready for the second half of Blue Frontier? Presents the Bitter End. The following contest is Cranium Color Memorial Match. The winner is decided only when the opponent touches all four corners of the ring consecutively. Introducing first at this time from Windsor, Ontario, Canada, weighing in tonight at 220 pounds and a couple of ounces. Here is the Doctor,
Well, as we keep things rolling here at the bitter end, I am Kevin Caligari, as always joined by George McKay. We're getting ready for what might be one of the most anticipated matches on our card here tonight, a tribute to our fallen original champion here, Cranio X. PD Skills going one-on-one with Jesse Amato in a match where they will be tied together by the throat by a steel chain.
No better way to honor Cranio than with a whole bunch of violence. But I will say this match will not be for the faint at heart. This match will probably be the most graphic, the most destructive, and the absolute most chaotic match we've ever had here at New Frontier. We've had some chaotic ones.
That we have.
But a dog collar match, it hits different, Kevin, on so many different levels.
Very much so. A match designed to stop the opponents from being able to get away from each other. Almost similar in concept to a steel cage in that sense. but instead of being trapped in that cage, they are wearing that thing that ties them together.
And a lot of people don't really realize that that thing itself is a weapon of mass destruction given the opportunity.
Considering what we're about to see, I don't know if censoring yourself was the right way to go with that, Chris, because it's about to get rated R here in the Cobourg Community Center, live at the bitter end.
And as Jesse Amato comes out to the hometown crowd, we know which side this crowd will be on. It'll be on Jesse Amato as he honors his fallen friend, but he also settles a major score here tonight. PD Skills, and you're right, PD Skills can't run, he can't hide, he can't slink away. At the end of it all, someone touches four corners and somebody lays on the bottom of the mat. And honestly and truly, I said it earlier, I think PD Skills, he's not gonna walk away from this one. I think Jesse Amato's got it in the bag.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if either of these competitors walk away from this match at all, frankly, considering the violence we are about to see. And Jesse Amato, PD Skills, these are two competitors that specialize in that deathmatch style. I'm sure they'll have some very innovative ways, not only to use the chain, but in PD Skills, in the sense of PD Skills, using that paint roller that he has in his hand right now. Now Jesse Amato in the ring wearing that very same dog collar that will tie these two together.
Is it just me, or does Jesse Amato look eerily calm with that chain tied around his neck?
I mean, Jesse Amato thrives off violence, he thrives off causing pain. Now PD Skills trying to get these chants for Jesse Amato out of his head. Looking to stay focused. You know, George, another thing we got to bring up, it was just moments ago, the happiest moment of your life. You saw.
Say it again. Say it one more time.
Have that glass picture broken over his head, and you got to think, there's still going to be shards of glass embedded in the mat. That's something that's going to play a factor in this hardcore style match.
Absolutely, and listen, fans, as much as we enjoy entertainment, the risks that we take here at New Frontier, well, not myself and Kevin, we're safely far away enough from the ring where we don't take those risks. But everyone else involved in that ring, the performers, they're all trained. Please, don't try anything that you saw here today at home. Let's keep the action inside the squared circle where you can enjoy it and we can safely tell you about it. Because at the end of the day, the risks these gentlemen and ladies take in here are real, and the consequences are real. And as much as I enjoyed every minute of seeing Adam Hayes get destroyed, I don't ever want to see that happen in real.
That's a statement that I cannot support enough, frankly. But PD Skills trying to get in the head of Amato before the bell even rings.
Well, the bell can't ring until PD Skills has that collar strapped on.
Skills apparently in no rush to put on that dog collar.
Well, because he knows as soon as he puts it on, it's all too real, and now he can't run away.
You can't do it, he says. Now the official trying to force Skills into wearing that dog collar.
And you have to wonder what goes through someone's mind when they're having a dog collar strapped to their neck.
Well, in the mind of Jesse Amato, it's just another day at work, but PD Skills very much trying to push this match back as far as he can.
And this is just taking all kinds of time. Oh, there we go.
And before the match has even officially started, he's using that chain as a weapon.
I talked about it before the match began, that chain is going to be used as a weapon of mass destruction.
Going across the throat of the hometown hero here in Cobourg.
Jesse Amato is turning blue.
Bloodstained Hurricane not off to a great start here in this match. Oh! Right onto the chain as well.
And this is all before the match begins. Until that collar is strapped on Skills, the match has not started, the bell has not rung.
Well, this is essentially just an unsanctioned fight for the time being. The official, nothing he can do. And Skills with that paint roller in hand. Yo, don't do it! Digging right into the forehead of Amato.
Oh, there it is. Amato, the beginning of the Crimson Mask. Oh, is PD Skills gonna go to each corner oh yeah, he's gonna do it.
That paint roller just digging into the flesh of Amato.
The faces of these fans say it all.
Skills still continuing, bringing Amato all the way around, making sure every one of these hometown fans can get a look.
And the referee now putting on those ominous black gloves. We know what that means. From now on, he's going to be keeping his eyes on Jesse Amato at all times in this contest to see if he can continue. And the punishment has been inflicted. And now I have to say, PD Skills has the upper hand.
Very much so. Jesse Amato in a world of hurt before this match has even officially started. And I guess now Skills is deciding it's time to start. Suddenly he knows how to buckle up that collar.
There you go.
Oh, we're officially on it now. Jesse Amato getting a measure of revenge here using that chain.
Well, that's what you call a chain vasectomy.
Yeah, very much so. Now pulling in.
But look at Jesse Amato, that crimson mask now fully drenching his face in blood. And you gotta wonder, as this match goes deeper, sweat starts to form, mixing it with blood. Will Jesse Amato even be able to see as this match carries on?
Well, the bad blood between these two competitors runs so deep, I wouldn't be surprised if Jesse starts using his other senses to get a hold of Skills at that point.
Well, Jesse is a man who really does utilize all five senses, and you have to wonder, how focused is Jesse Amato though? I mean, this is a match to honor his fallen friend, fallen competitor, fallen rival. Oh yeah, that's smart on PD Skills. Yeah, there's nowhere to run, Skills, nowhere to hide.
Amato trying to reel in Skills like he's the catch of the day.
Basically
pulling him by the throat.
Absolutely, look at that. And you know what, it's all legal.
Now just choking the life out of Skills.
The goal here is to decimate your opponent to where he is incapacitated. And all you gotta do is go for each corner. But, you know, that's also a drawback too, Kevin, because as you inflict punishment on your opponent, they become dead weight. Therefore, sometimes making it very difficult to drag that dead weight to each corner.
Couldn't have said it better myself, George. We saw that on display in our last dog collar match between Jesse Amato and Cráneo X. Cráneo essentially lifted Amato over his shoulder to touch all four corners and go home with the win. And now, Jesse Amato using that chain wrapping around the face and throat of Skills right in front of the front row.
Is it weird that this close to the holidays, these fans are smiling and loving the violence here at New Frontier?
I mean, you could argue that Jesse Amato is showing some holiday spirit with that crimson mask. Red is
I like
the
that.
color of
I
Christmas.
like that.
Oh! Right on the floor. No mats, no padding, no protection at all.
And look at the sick, sadistic smile on the Bloodstained Hurricane's face. He is enjoying every second of this punishment that he's inflicting on Skills.
Oh, and there he is, first corner touch. It does not have to be inside the ring, George. You can touch the four posts as long as you're touching all four corners of the ring. It's gonna count.
But let's remember one thing here, Kevin. If Skills stops Jesse Amato at any point, all four corners have to be touched simultaneously. They cannot be started and then stopped and then started again. Every time there is a stoppage, it resets.
That's part of the difficulty of this type of matchup. All Skills has to do is touch one of those posts as he's getting dragged by Amato.
The dead weight, and Jesse Amato has
We're up
touched
to three.
One more to go, but that dead weight of PD Skills is going to be harder. Even though it's only 14 feet away, that 14 feet will feel like a mile.
I mean, that's a 250-pound man that you're dragging across the cold floor. And as you drag him across, in a sense, that's going to give Skills a chance to recover, a chance to catch his breath, maybe regain a game plan.
Oh, no.
And now wrapping that chain around Skills, tying him around that post.
It's like tying a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree, except the old oak tree is PD Skills.
Oh, and now Amato with that paint roller in hand.
Oh, this crowd is loving it. Oh, they're loving it. Oh.
And now it's Skills' turn to pay the Pied Piper.
Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that indeed. Reminds me of that movie Fled. Lawrence Fishburne, William Baldwin, Time to Pay the Piper, and he throws the guy off the train.
I haven't seen that movie, but considering that cast, I'm sure it's a good one.
It actually is not.
Okay.
That's the only good part about that movie.
Okay. I'll look it up on a streaming service and find out.
I think you can find it on Tubi. It's not hard to find.
Maybe Pluto TV.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, but now Skills up to a vertical base.
And there we go. Jesse Amato failed to touch the fourth ring post. Wow.
DDT right on the floor.
And now it begins again. We're literally at even at this point, Kevin, because now it's a reset. And PD Skills has a chance. And there we go.
That's one. And now it's Skills' turn to walk around with that dead weight behind him. Skills, the larger of the two, he's going to have a little bit more power. Will that make it easier for him to drag Amato across this floor?
A lot of times that reminds me of those strongman contests where they have to drag the tractor trailer behind them. You got to think, the more this journey happens around this ring, the harder that weight becomes to pull. And it literally is like an anchor. It's like an anchor, Kevin, weighing you down.
Now Skills halfway to victory here. Will Amato allow it to happen? If he has any power left, I think we all know he won't.
Jesse Amato just stares up at PD Skills. He just says, come on, big boy, give me some more.
Both of these competitors thrive off pain, and now Skills face first into that steel post. And now we got doors coming into play.
Well, it's a dog collar match. Why not? I mean, it's Jesse Amato.
At least you guys have a score to settle, and what better way to do it than with a solid wooden door. In fact, that's where this whole thing started, was at doors to settle the score a number of months ago. Skills feels Jesse stuck his nose in where it didn't belong.
Absolutely, and now as Jesse Amato takes PD Skills for a walk.
Oh, that look on the face
of
Amato.
Oh, he's unhinged. He's unhinged.
It's like a demon. Now following Skills out here towards the merch tables.
Oh, look at that. Jesse Amato gets stopped for a cold beer.
That could be the case. Oh, no, right into the wall! That concrete wall! Oh, good call. Yeah, don't hurt the boot. We need the boost. Both of these men might need some of this boost.
Oh, no, he's taking it
to numb the pain.
Smart strategy here by Jesse Amato right now. He's going to put PD Skills on that trolley. Well, after he inflicts a little bit more pain.
That could very well be the case.
If he were to put PD Skills on that trolley, he could easily cart him around the four corners of this ring.
That's going to give him a lot of leverage here in this match.
Where the hell did that back come from? Did he hide it by the booze table?
Jesse Amato's mind works in mysterious ways. I'm sure he has toys planted all over the place just in case. Now as these fans start forming a circle around these competitors.
And he just hit PD's Skills in the nether region.
In the little PD.
Yeah, in the little the little twig and berries, yeah. The twig was snapped, if you will.
Oh! Almost forcing that locked door open.
And there we go. Now he's grabbing the trolley, and I think what I predicted possibly becoming true, Kevin.
That could be the case.
I mean, it's quite ingenious.
It is. Well, Jesse Amato playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers.
Back up. Back up.
Now dragging Skills back with the assistance of this cart. Could this be the final phase of this matchup?
It's absolutely brilliant.
That's one. Jesse Amato with a grin on his face. He feels victory is near.
But also, this is literally giving PD Skills some serious recovery time because he's not being wrenched on that chain.
Yeah.
So the wind is not being sucked out of his body every time Jesse Amato walks. This could help Amato win, but it could also backfire, Kevin.
Well, we're up to 3. Jesse Amato 10 feet away from victory. Now Skills falling off that cart's gonna make things a little bit more difficult for the Bloodstained Hurricane now.
This kid's gotta get the hell out of
And as we said, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you so much watching us on Fight Network. And honestly and truly, this match has not been for the faint of heart all tonight. These two gentlemen have put each other through hell. And look at that, PD Skills literally becoming a blockade between Jesse Amato and that fourth turnbuckle. He doesn't get it. He doesn't get it.
Amato just fingertips away, but now Skills getting Amato up right on that cart! Oh my! Jesse Amato!
That is literally return to sender.
What a fall he just took, and now Skills restarting the count here as he tries to approach each of these 4 corners. But the amount of damage and the dead weight of Amato just too much for Skills at this point.
Now we are finally back in the ring for the first time since this match began, since that vicious assault by PD Skills before the bell. And you gotta wonder, Kevin, there's a door in there. There's 2 men strapped to a dog collar.
Oh, Jesse going through the door! Death Valley driver through the door by PD Skills!
Wow. Well, Jesse Amato put the door in there.
And that's 1 corner for Skills.
Oh, not like
Chris
this.
Holler making the count now.
Not
halfway.
like this.
Now being on the inside is going to make it a little bit easier to reach those further corners. That's 3 out of 4. PD Skills fingertips away.
Hold on, Jesse Amato, he's got life.
Now this is going to turn into a tug of war with that steel chain between them.
But look at Jesse Amato wrapping his legs around the rope, therefore giving him that leverage over PD Skills. It's absolutely genius.
Now Skills might have to pull that whole ring aside if he wants to get to that final corner. Jesse Amato not allowing it. Now Amato sent to the outside.
How really smart on PD Skills is. He literally could have just taken Amato over the corner, would have been done.
I mean, you say it's not smart, but now here he is choking the life out of Amato using that dog collar as his mode of transport.
It's almost like he's telling Jesse Amato to heel. See what I did there?
They're like a trained dog.
Yes.
You know who probably doesn't get that joke after that head injury he suffered? Your good friend Adam Hayes.
Oh no, he's been taken away, concussion protocol, all that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, I understand.
He went to the wonderful...
Oh, now Skills though, with another door. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, it's okay. Listen, at the end of the day, we gotta call the action here, and when the action's fast and furious like it is right now with this match, there's nobody to stop. And I was gonna say, Adam Hayes was taken to the wonderful Cobourg Community Hospital, just up the street. The wonderful staff over there is taking care of him.
The medical facility, Cobourg Medical Facility.
Yes, Cobourg Medical Facility. What did I say?
Hospital.
Okay, sorry, Cobourg Medical Facility, hospital.
That's the official title, I think.
Potato, potato, tomato, tomato. Let's call the whole thing on.
It was a nice singing voice.
Thank you, thank you.
What isn't nice is what Skills is planning to do to Amato right now.
Jesse Amato, no!
Oh! PD Skills being victimized at the hands of the Bloodstained Hurricane.
And Jesse Amato, like a martyr, on the floor right now. These 2 men are exhausted. We've gone for about, what would you say, 10 minutes, 12 minutes, including that assault? And these two men have literally put each other through hell. They've taken each other to the depths of hell. When does it end, Kevin? When does it stop?
Jesse Amato could be calling for the end here, emphatically taking off that top of his. Now continuing the carnage of his rival, Petey's skills at ringside. Here for the good people of Cobourg, Ontario.
And it's quite fitting that this is called the bitter end, our final show of the year, because this is the bitter end for this feud. Whoever wins this match tonight, you gotta think, these two know it's over.
Amato with one corner, but now he has something else planned. Perching himself up on that middle rope. Shots to the forehead of a busted open skills. And now, Diamond Dust off the top!
And it's over. All Jesse Amato's got to do, he's literally, Kevin, he is 20 feet away from victory. And if he does this at every corner, absolute genius, Kevin.
That was one, now we're up to 2 corners, but now we're gonna see another Diamond Dust connecting!
And look at Petey's skills struggling to take a breath at this point.
Modified stunner coming off that top rope, using that extra leverage,
Got
that
three.
extra height. The official Chris Holler putting up that third finger.
Don't do it, Jesse. Don't do it. He's suffering. He's literally, you've given him everything. You've hit him with everything, Jesse. Just touch the final turnbuckle. It's over.
Between these two violent individuals, it's never quite ogre. There it is, Diamond Dust again. Jesse Amato, 5 feet away from victory. Trying to get with the dead weight of skills.
And Petey's skills literally looking up at Amato saying, is that all you got?
There it is! Jesse Amato picking it up! Picking up a massive win here in front of his hometown crowd, and I know Cranio's looking down with a smile on his face at this very moment, George.
But look at the cost. Look at Jesse Amato right now. He's exhausted. His neck is red. His face is drenched in blood. The cost, the spoils of victory to say the least. But regardless, Jesse Amato has finally put this to rest.
I mean, to any normal human being, I would agree with you when it comes to Jesse Amato. He is no normal man. He is no regular human. He thrives off the violence, and frankly, George, I don't think he would have it any other way here in front of his hometown of Cobourg, Ontario.
Absolutely not. And as he stands tall with that dog collar in hand, he looks up at the sky, and you know who he's talking to right now. He's talking to Crano. What a way to honor our first grand champion here tonight, Jesse Amato. He ends this war tonight. It's been an amazing show so far, and to think we literally still have 2 matches to go.
While we do it, I'm sure one of them is said to be just as, if not maybe more violent than this one. Our big time I Quit match, main eventing the show, but coming up next, we got the Grand Championship on the line, George.
This one's gonna be difficult because we all know Tyler Hill, we know his history, we know what he went through, we know what happened to him just a few days before that steel cage match with Crano and with Rip Impact. He lost his father, and since then he's been a fighting champion. He's put everything on the line. But he goes up against a generational star, an NWA talent, a former junior heavyweight champion in Carrie Morton Jr. You have to wonder, this is Tyler Hill's biggest test thus far as grand champion. Can he retain, or is he ending the year with no longer being our grand champion?
I just want to finding out as Jesse Amato makes his way to the back, victorious, ending the year off strong.
The following contest is your semi-main event of the evening and is for the New Frontier Grand Championship.
His grand return here to New Frontier with a big opportunity. Could he be returning to the NWA as the Grand Champion? We're just moments away from finding out, George.
Listen, I talked to him before the show. He's ready, he's focused. He knows what he came here to do. He's not a fan of the city of Cobourg, and I can see why for a lot of reasons. But at the end of the day, Carrie Morton is here for one thing and one thing only, and that's gold. Because if you're holding gold, you're holding power. If you're holding power, you're holding money. And that's what Carrie Morton is about. Power, money, gold, respect. You gotta give it up to him.
Well, Carrie Morton is very much a wrestler's wrestler, a student of the game, someone who knows that ring inside and out. He grew up being surrounded by some of the very best in our industry. People like his father, Ricky Morton, people like Bobby Eaton, people like Jim Cornette. These are his mentors. These are the people that made him who he is. And when he looks across to someone like Tyler Hill, someone he looks down upon because he made himself a career in the deathmatch world, Carrie Morton is disgusted by the mention of someone like this.
Absolutely, but the one thing I can say about Carrie Morton is that only 22 years of age, he's world traveled. His resume, and at such a young age, speaks for itself. And again, he's only 22. He hasn't even reached his peak yet.
Only 22, and he can call himself a former World Junior Heavyweight Champion, a championship he held for the better part of this year, a championship he defeated a legend like Homicide to gain. And now, will he be able to defeat an Ontario legend like Tyler Hill to call himself the third New Frontier Grand Champion?
And I mean, you think of a short list, right? Think about it. You got Radio, you got Hill, and potentially we could have Carrie Morton. And we are literally a few seconds away from finding out if that's the way it's going to go, or is Tyler Hill going to go into 2024 still as our champion?
Well, after everything Tyler Hill went through for that title, a three-way cage match against Cranio X and Rip Impact, hot off the heels of a defense against Akira at Destiny Wrestling a number of months ago, a match we were both in attendance for.
A match I got to call, and what a match it was.
From Bristol, Tennessee, USA, he is the Riz God, the ticket seller, the future legend, and the self-proclaimed New Frontier Grand Champion. That's right. Generational superstar, Carrie Morton.
Carrie Morton, I think he wrote those notes himself and handed them to Chris Crucifix just before coming out here.
Listen, no shortage of confidence from Carrie Morton. You don't have to like it, but you gotta respect it.
Weighing in at 210 pounds from the Badlands, he is the current reigning and defending New Frontier Grand Champion from the Canadian Bad Boy.
What a year Tyler Hill has had, both negative and positive. Whether we're talking, oh, we're gonna hear from Carrie Morton, I guess.
Cobourg, Canada! Do you not understand who is before you? That's right. Every single one of you showed tonight to Every single one of you, stand on your feet and give me the standing ovation that I deserve.
We got some people standing, but they're giving a different ovation.
Very different
When
ovation.
they introduce me from the greatest country in the world, that's the United States of America.
They,
And with that being said, the USA only produces number ones, and you're looking at it right now.
he's not wrong. I mean, America is definitely a lot cheaper than Ontario.
I like you. I'm going to offer you something very nice tonight, okay? It's not going to have to do anything if you get your ass whooped. You lay down this mat from the count of 3. That's referee gracious to me. Put my arm in the air, and I stand before you as a new frontier world champion. What do you guys think about that?
I don't think that's what they paid to see.
I mean, it would be an easy night for us.
I want you to lay down on this mat right now. Yes. Want me to lay down?
Is that even a question you want to ask Tyler Hill? I mean, I wouldn't. Oh, he's doing it. No.
I think this might be a trap. I think this might be a trap.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Canadian bad boy's got something up his sleeve. Oh, there it is! Luring Morton into a false sense of security.
Does Carrie Morton not realize what Tyler Hill had to go through? I mean, he was at the last show.
I mean, Carrie Morton was in attendance. He was part of that locker room spillout when Cranial was eliminated, when we started this new era in New Frontier. And Carrie Morton was so disgusted by the fact that Tyler Hill won that match. He started throwing chairs at the steel cage. He took it as a personal offense.
I'm a little confused here. Was that Carrie Morton just screaming in a high octave note?
It was a very impressive note, I must say.
I mean, very soprano-like.
I can't hit that note. And I'm a
No,
professional
I don't think
musician.
either of us have ever been able to hit that note.
No. Not Tyler Hill playing those mind games in the early goings of this grand championship match.
And I gotta say, ever since Hill kind of said goodbye to the deathmatch style, we've really been able to see exactly how talented Tyler Hill is in the ring.
Well, Tyler Hill is a very well-trained technical wrestler. He didn't wrestle death matches because he had to. He wrestled it because he liked it. He liked the rush. He liked causing pain, inflicting pain on others. But the fact of the matter is he's a very well-trained technical wrestler, and we've seen that on full display this past year.
Absolutely, and the more I see Tyler Hill grow as a champion, he's become somebody that I respect and I admire in this business. And like I said, you don't have to like Carrie Morton. You don't have to care what Carrie Morton's about. But you gotta respect the swag that this kid had.
He comes from a wrestling dynasty. Give respect where respect is due.
Shut up.
Right now, he is in there with one of the very best New Frontier has to offer. And there it is, still getting in the head of the future legend. That's one thing I'll give Carrie Morton, is he may have used his father to get his foot in the door, but ever since then, it's been all him. And he's succeeded with flying colors, George.
Absolutely. Listen, what he's done in the NWA has been nothing short of spectacular. And you know what? This is a kid who signed on for 2 more years. He's renewed until 2025 in the NWA. And I honestly think he could do one thing his father did not do in the NWA.
What's that, George?
He could win that 10 pounds of gold.
Could happen. 10 pounds of gold currently held by EC3.
I'm not even doing nothing.
But right now, Carrie Morton not concerned with the 10 pounds of gold. He's concerned with a different gold trophy, and that is that New Frontier Grand Championship.
Absolutely. Oh, now he's mouthing off to the Ontario legend. Not wise. I mean, he may not be an active competitor, but Big Daddy can still slap you across the face.
Very much so. There's a reason that man is a legend. But as far as Carrie is concerned, there's a reason he's the future legend.
We're going to do a test of strength right now.
Greco-Roman top knuckle lock coming up here.
Test the strength right now, Daddy. You want me to do it? Test the strength. Yes.
Are we going to see it?
Come on, Daddy.
I don't think Tyler Hill's going to fall for this.
I want to try this on. I just want to try this on.
Now we're
Carrie
switching arms.
Morton just
Come on.
I thought Carrie Morton was a lefty. I thought he was a southpaw.
Let's go.
I mean, both of these competitors, there's a lot of mind games to start things off.
You put it up, yeah.
Seems with that first knuckle lock. Tyler Hill on top, and now there it is! Tyler Hill not only using his strength, but that aggression that has given him so much success here in the sport of professional wrestling.
And the funny thing is, he may have given up inflicting pain the way he normally likes to inflict it. Tyler Hill can still inflict some pain.
Oh, 100%. Carrie Morton side headlock applied to the grand champion.
And you gotta love it, the kick to the gut and picture perfect side headlock right there. Tyler Hill with the waist lock, coming right back. I mean, I love it.
Morton off into the ropes. Oh, and docking down the grand champion with a big shoulder block.
Carrie Morton showing exactly what a lot of people might underestimate him for. He's got some power behind him.
He's deceptively large, George.
Very much so. And you know what else he's got from his father? Got a great head of hair.
Yeah, he does.
I would kill
for that hair. Not too far. We got a good head of hair there, George.
Let's be honest, I'm 40, it's fading.
I didn't notice.
I appreciate that, but I think you're just being too kind.
Maybe a little from column A, a little from column B. Mainly column A.
I figured that. But anyways, Tyler Hill right now in firm control of this match, and you gotta wonder if Carrie Morton disrespects Tyler Hill as much as you say he does. What would a loss to Tyler Hill do to the confidence of Carrie Morton Jr.?
I can only assume something like that would send him back to the NWA with his tail tucked between his legs. But I mean, again, we'll have to see it before we know for sure. Carrie Morton, a very complex individual in both his wrestling style and his mindset.
Listen, one thing I can say about Carrie Morton is I've talked about it this entire match, the confidence. This is a kid who I would put up as a future world champion in the next 5 years, whether it be in the NWA or any promotion that he chooses to go to after 2025. And listen, when I talked to him, which the podcast will be released next year, he mentioned before re-signing with the NWA, he had conversations with WWE. He had conversations with TNA. He had conversations with AEW, but he decided he had unfinished business in the NWA. So instead of taking a big paycheck at such a young age, he was like, you know what? I'm going to go to a contract that gives me a little bit of freedom and allows me to grow into a performer. And again, that's a lot of maturity for a 22-year-old. You got to respect that, Kevin. I mean, you have to.
Very much so. He wants to keep traveling the world. He wants to keep working with some of the best the indie scene has to offer. That's something the NWA gives him the freedom to do. Tyler Hill going in for the kill, but Morton ducking out just in time. Hill following suit, and now big clothesline knocking down the future legend.
As much as we talk about Carrie Morton being deceptively large, Tyler Hill as well has bulked up conceivably a lot in the last 6 months. Becoming a grand champion has made Tyler Hill work a little harder. Maybe dig down deeper.
And it has going for that. Oh!
Well, look at that
The
agility.
athleticism on display, and now Tope Suicida!
Oh!
Landing nearly in the front row. Tyler Hill, a house of fire here in our co-main event. Now right here in front of our fans in Cobourg, Ontario, Tyler Hill looking to be successful in his second defense of that grand championship. Tyler Hill ascending to that top rope. Carrie Morton in weight, but now playing possum. Now Morton taking advantage, using the ring as a weapon.
I mean, technically it's all legal. I mean, all he did was get up and use the ropes to get up. Technically didn't inadvertently mean to bring Tyler Hill down on his nether region.
Very much so, but now using the ropes to try to pull the arm of Hill out of its socket, trying to take the power of Hill.
And again, that's for such a young age. What ring IQ using that 4-second count to his advantage? Inflict some additional punishment. You got to respect it.
Morton's been doing his homework. Tyler Hill has won many matches with that pile driver, and you take out that arm, you take out that strength that takes that out of Hill's arsenal. At the count of two.
There it is. There's a little flash of pizzazz, a little bit of a disrespectful pin on our champion. And you know, as much as I would love for Kerry Morton to represent New Frontier, I also think you got to earn it, and I think you have to be respectful of the champions before you. I mean, that's just the way I look at it. It's a legacy.
I can't disagree with that. Now Morton mocking Tyler Hill with those claps, and now bringing him back down to the mat, stomping on the hands and fingers, continuing to work that arm. Now turning his attention to the other arm. Tyler Hill might have to fight. This was just kicks from the rest of this match.
Well, I mean,
oh no! Now Morton has taken those out of the equation as well.
well, Tyler Hill uses almost every part of his body as a weapon. I don't see a couple of headbutts not coming into play.
Can't disagree with that. Tyler Hill now eats a flurry of offense from the future legend. Now raking the back, very old school classic maneuver. Not something we see as often in modern professional wrestling.
Well, that's what Kerry Morton does, right? A little bit of old school, a little bit of new school.
Very much so. Combine, bring the two together, and you've got the future legend himself. A member of the Southern Six in the NWA, a group that's had so much success. Going for the cover, kick out from Hill. Hill not ready to give up that championship just yet.
And I think Kerry Morton, honestly and truly, I don't see him being in the Southern Six for much longer. I think he's outgrown. Oh, look at this.
Going for the cover, kick out though. And Morton wasting no time, going for a lariat to a seated Hill.
Smart, very smart on Kerry Morton's part. Like we were talking about the Southern Six there, I don't see him. I think Morton has outgrown Southern Six.
Could be the case. He could be looking to go at it on his own soon. Maybe that grand championship could give him that motivation.
I don't know if you want to poke the bear that is Tyler Hill by slapping him in the face.
Well, that's very, very intelligent from Morton, trying to get a rise out of Hill and then bring him back down to the mat. But that frustration could prove to backfire. Hill's someone who works very well under pressure.
Hill actually thrives in that environment. He loves the pressure.
Morton shot off into the ropes. Hill catches him, and could we see the patented Michinoku driver? Going for the cover, two, and a kick out from Morton.
Let's do it! Come on! Do it!
Tyler Hill now back on the attack. Oh! Kerry Morton with the great counter, the double knees.
He's been doing his homework. He knows the moveset of Hill just so well, and he was ready for that senton.
You gotta respect it, man. I've been saying it all match. You gotta respect Kerry Morton.
And I think the way Hill came down, I think he smacked the back of his head right on the knees.
Absolutely. You gotta wonder how much damage was done by Hill trying to go for that senton.
Now Hill shot to the opposite side from Morton.
And again, smart by Morton. Now he's attacking that lower back. We talked about it. He took away the arm. Now he takes away the lower back. How can Tyler Hill lift him up in that pile driver?
Yeah, he's got nothing really to use that power at this point in the match, as Morton just picks him apart methodically. Now driving Hill right into that corner, using those shoulders, trying to knock the wind out of Hill.
Looks like he succeeded there for sure.
Well, Hill's starting to look like he can't stand, he can't breathe. He might not, his time in this match might be coming to an end, but now the abdominal stretch applied. Pressure on the arms and the abdomen applied at the moment, using those ropes for some extra leverage. Now the official Evan Affleck getting a hold of it. This is one of those matches, due to the request of Kerry Morton, is being contested under standard rules. Therefore, rope breaks do apply.
Let's go!
Evan Affleck getting frustrated with Morton's attempts at breaking those rules. Morton shot off into the rope. Big calf kick from the Canadian bad boy.
Morton is dazed and confused.
Almost fighting the invisible man there, and a big backdrop from Hill. Is it enough? No, kick out just in time.
But he did hit that octave again.
That he did. I'm gonna have to take some vocal lessons from Kerry Morton.
Oh, Tyler Hill now calling the shot like Babe Ruth.
Oh, but Morton able to block it only just at the very last second, throwing Hill off.
Kiss it goodbye.
Now Morton, bicycle knee attempt, rolls him up, isn't enough. 2, kick out just in time. Now backslide cover. Count of 2, kick out. Hill trying to go for that pile driver, but Morton just dead weight.
Smart strategy on Morton. Can't lift up. It's too heavy to lift.
Now Morton with a pin of his own. Hill turning it around. The momentum just shifting so quickly here at this phase of this matchup.
And it's incredible that at this point in the matchup, these two are going full tilt like this. It's impressive.
2 young stallions in the prime of their career, or in the case of Carrie Morton, still approaching his prime. Oh! Knee right into that turnbuckle, and now Hill awaits, trying to go for the thunder strike.
Oh, he got it that time.
Big knee.
Hill is down.
That's a strike that would make Tarek shit. Now go over the cover, but turning around, 2, 3. Tyler Hill successfully retains.
I gotta say this, Kevin. Tyler Hill did win, but I feel like our official, maybe having some frustration, was not fully impartial. That count looked a little quick to me. I'm just throwing it out there, Kev.
I gotta admit, I kind of saw the same thing, but at the end of the day, Tyler Hill going home with the winner's share of the purse, and more importantly, that big gold prize that we call the Grand Championship.
And as Carrie Morton still looks stunned, Tyler Hill celebrates a victory. Carrie Morton may go home not a champion, but Tyler Hill is still our grand champion as we approach the new year. Let's hear from the champ right now.
Carrie Morton, get your ass back out to the screen right now.
Calling back out Carrie Morton. This is interesting.
Carrie Morton, get your ass back out to the screen right now.
Do you think Carrie Morton's going to come back out here?
I think he might have left the building, but no, Carrie being called out by the champion.
Just
Thank you, everybody. There's no more match left to go.
just went to the exit.
The following contest is a victory or Valhalla I Quit match. Introducing first, weighing in tonight at 223 pounds from Cobourg, Ontario.
Well, George, it's main event time, and this one's gonna get bloody, that's for sure. 2 individuals that cannot stand each other. Sometimes them being in the same building is not even an option, but here tonight, Josh Vander, Cruz, Mark Shaw, I Quit match.
Absolutely. At the end of this all, this has been literally a feud, the longest feud we've had in New Frontier in quite some time. Will Josh Vander Cruz finally be able to end this feud with Mark Shaw and get that all-important victory, or will Mark Shaw swindle another W away from the one-man crusade?
And who knows, but everything these 2 individuals have put each other through, this is sure to come to a head here. This is going to be very violent. This is not going to be for the faint of heart. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching at home and you have children in the room, please, viewer discretion is advised.
Well, you've heard of the 12 days of Christmas? How about the 12 weapons of destruction?
Well, I mean, I think we're going to, you think we're going to get up to 12 here tonight, George?
I do.
And his opponent celebrating his 20th anniversary in professional wrestling, weighing 260 pounds from Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, representing Cobourg,
Give respect where respect is due. 20 years in the sport of professional wrestling. That's not easy to do. It takes a very strong, tough individual to do it, and Mark Shaw is all those things and then more.
But look at Vander Cruz. He has not taken his eyes off of Mark Shaw since Shaw came through that ring area. And I gotta tell you, I don't know what we're in store for. But I've said this a few times tonight. This match will not be for the faint at heart.
Absolutely not. This is our main event. And look at how Mark Shaw is dressed. He's in street clothes. He's not here to wrestle. He is here for a fight. These two individuals, one of the most successful tag teams in 2022. In fact, they were named Tag Team of the Year.
And Shaw threw it all away.
Well, Shaw feels as if he was carrying the team that entire time. He felt Cruz was not doing his part. And that's what led to that split that, frankly, none of us saw coming. And now, here we are, over a year later, everything's coming to a head. Now just shot for shot to start things off here.
I don't know if you really want to go in a strike fest with Mark Shaw.
Well, Mark Shaw's going to have the strength and power advantage here. But I honestly think, in my heart of hearts, I think Josh Cruz wants it more. Everything that Shaw has done to him in this past year, Cruz has been chomping at the bit to get revenge, and Shaw's just been able to get one over on it each time.
But listen, say what you want to say, Mark Shaw, he knows how to deal out punishment. He knows how to inflict pain. And in this match, that's all that matters, because you want to inflict so much pain that your opponent gives up. So in that aspect alone, Mark Shaw has the upper hand.
Well, I'm sure Mark Shaw is looking at this as a celebration of his 20-year career. Maybe a greatest hits of all the pain he has caused people in the past.
Oh, I like that. Like the greatest hits being like, oh, I broke your neck. Oh, I raked your face. Or, oh, I made you bleed.
I snapped your femur in half.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
What was that one you used earlier?
I choked your coccyx.
But this is a very serious situation.
Absolutely. No, we shouldn't be.
Mark Shaw just throwing Cruz halfway across the ring with that suplex and just methodically stalking him as Cruz gets up to his feet.
Well, listen, we had Jesse Amato vanquish his enemy, his biggest enemy this year. Will Josh Vander Cruz? Oh! Wow, what a German. Will Josh Vander Cruz be able to vanquish Mark Shaw? You said it yourself, Kevin. You said he wants it more.
I do believe that, 100%. Shaw's had the upper hand on Cruz for the better part of this year. Even brought in Parkside as his tag team partner to help him in his, for lack of a, not to make a pun, but in his crusade against the one-man crusade. Now Fisherman Buster!
But here's the thing. Mark Shaw can go to those dark places. Mark Shaw wants to go to those dark places. He feels at home in those dark places.
Oh, very much so.
Can Josh Vander Cruz go on that same journey?
I think that's what we're going to find out here tonight. If Josh really wants the win, as I feel he does, he's going to have to do things he has never done. Air raid crash, center of the ring, and Mark Shaw telling the ref to ask him. And there's no pinfall, there's no submission, there's no count out. The only way to win this match is to beat your opponent to the point where they physically say the words, "I quit." It's one of the things that makes this match so dangerous is there is no real direction on how you win. If you can think it, you can do it. And the official can do nothing to stop you.
Well, there we go. Josh Vander Cruz for the first time in this match actually getting some offense in here. Using that kendo stick, which is all legal. All the ref is there to do, like you mentioned, Kevin, is just to put the microphone up to the person's lips and hear them utter the two words, "I quit."
Oh, and that kendo stick right to the spine of Shaw. But Shaw just shaking it off, and now a low blow.
Which is legal in this match. It's legal. Do all you want, but it's legal, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. It's legal.
Official Chris Haller, he's got both the easiest job and the hardest job here tonight. All he has to do is hold that mic, but he's gonna have to stay clear of all the carnage.
That was one hell of a shot. And as Josh Vander Cruz,
Just the viciousness of Mark Shaw in the way he swings that kendo stick.
he almost doesn't get full extension of the swing. He almost snaps it like a fishing rod. And that inflicts, people don't understand, but that inflicts so much more pain on a kendo stick. It's not like swinging a baseball bat or swinging a pipe or swinging something like that. The kendo stick, you gotta get the snap on that release.
Well, that's something Shaw's doing very well so far. Now Cruz reeling from all these kendo stick shots, but working his way back up to a vertical base. Going to the outside and chasing Shaw. But what does Shaw have in store? Okay. And now there it is. Cruz put a little extra mustard on those ones.
Or, you know, we are in Canada. How about a little bit of extra gravy on the poutine, huh?
Yeah. You and your poutine. You love your poutine, don't you?
I did have a poutine earlier.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, yeah. What can I say? They make me gassy.
I wasn't going to go that far. Really.
That's fine. I don't care.
I'm glad the fans at home don't have smell-o-vision.
Absolutely. If they did, they would have not appreciated that. Are you coughing because you just got the smell of it again? Like, come on, bro.
We got a match to call. We got a match to call. Door set up in the corner by Cruz. Now Cruz giving chase to the Grinder, his former tag team partner. Someone he considered a friend.
Mark Shaw looking dazed right now. And I gotta wonder, Josh Vander Cruz, maybe I was wrong, Kevin. Maybe he can go to those dark places. Maybe he can go to where Mark Shaw goes all the time. And look at that, he's the first one to bring a new weapon in. We are up to 3 weapons right now. I just want to say that.
Make it 12. There's 9 away. Now Shaw turning his attention directly to Cruz, using those fists that have caused so much pain to his opponents in the past 20 years.
Actually, I will say technically we're up to 4 because the ring has also been used a little bit already in this match as a weapon.
I mean, if we're going to get technical, like, are we going to consider each turnbuckle a separate weapon, or are we going to consider the ropes a separate weapon?
All right. I was just trying to stretch it to 4, but now you're being ridiculous.
Just technical.
Semantics.
Yes.
Listen, don't overthink it. Don't overthink the process.
So to have anxiety, I can't help but overthink.
It's true. Yeah, welcome to my life, trust me. But regardless, now you're now Mark Shaw, standing tall, standing victorious, almost toying, almost like a lion toying with the kill before, you know, the hunt before the kill.
It's one thing the Grinder has done so much in his career is just almost playing with his food, but now it's coming back to haunt him as Cruz hits a nasty German suplex.
Didn't get full extension on the release there, but got enough to cause some serious damage.
And there's another one. I mean, Mark Shaw's a very large individual, and just the way he is shaped, the frame makes him very difficult to get over your head for those German suplexes.
Mark Shaw is what you want to call, he's a thick
He's built differently than your average competitor.
Well, he's built more tough.
Now, oh no! I think that's barbed wires, George.
That would be number 4 if we want to get technical.
We are going to.
All right. What is going through the mind of Josh Vander Cruz right now? What does he have in store with that barbed wire? Mark Shaw seeing it, quickly getting up, knowing that he was in some imperative danger right there.
Now a hush falling over this crowd as they await through the door.
Oh, no!
The door not breaking.
Well, all that means is that Mark Shaw is going to probably want to do it again.
Round 2. Give it again.
And you got to think those closet doors. That's made up of that sheer wood you've mentioned in the past.
You know what? It's a strong door.
It's tougher to get through. It's more solid. I think it might be oak.
One more time.
Maple. Is maple a hardwood?
Say cherry wood, maybe.
Cherry.
Oh, here we go.
Once again, but
No!
still.
Wow. Now you got to
Shaw.
wonder, is Mark Shaw getting angry because the door's not snapping? Or is he thinking, what do I have to do here?
I think Shaw's having fun with it. The way he just nonchalantly leaned and said, okay, that's how it's going to be.
Oh, now he's going for the barbed wire. So I just want to reiterate to the fans at home, Josh Vander cut that into the ring, and now Mark Shaw is going to be able to utilize it for the first time.
Almost like a Christmas gift.
Oh, yeah.
The way it sticks into the skin.
Look at it, he just kind of fished it out of there. Oh.
Every one of those whips. That razor wire is just going to pull out more chunks of flesh. It's not pretty, George. And Cruz still refusing to quit.
And at this point now, you got to wonder, is Mark Shaw thinking, is this kid stupid? Or is he impressing him? The fact that he's not going to back down.
I don't know if Shaw's impressed. I wouldn't be surprised if he enjoyed this opportunity to cause more pain on his old rival here in the main event.
I would say it's probably the latter. You're probably right on that. Okay, you don't want to quit? I'll just work on it.
That's the kind of competitor the Grinder is. That's why he has that name. He grinds his opponents down over time.
Oh! Wow!
Powerbomb out of the corner as this crowd comes alive.
But can Josh Vander Cruz capitalize, Kevin? Can he find the wherewithal to stand up, utilize some of those weapons, and get Mark Shaw to quit?
I mean, he's up, steel chair in hand. They're across the back of Shaw.
And Shaw felt all of that. Here we go again.
Mark Shaw might need an adjustment after this match is all said and done. Now, what is this?
Oh, that would be weapon number 5.
What? No, I don't. That can't be what I think it is, George.
Oh, that's exactly what you think it is.
No, we've seen razor wire, now the thumbtacks!
And he actually ate a few. That's lovely.
Thumbtacks, one of the most dangerous things in professional wrestling.
Next to Lego.
New Frontier fans, as we said earlier, please do not try this at home.
Mark Shaw, though, blocking it, getting away from what could have been a very, very bad turning point in this match for Mark Shaw. And he's got Cruz teetering in that area.
It might only be a matter of time until one of these two warriors ends up in that pool of tacks laid out all over the mat. Mark Shaw now. Up on the shoulder! Samoan drop into the tacks! Into the tacks, George!
Oh my God! I'm beside myself right now.
Back up.
Thumbtacks, one of the most violent things a competitor can use.
Okay, but we asked that question earlier, Kevin. We asked how far was Josh Vander Cruz willing to go, and he just proved it. And
then once again, but Josh Cruz himself ending up in the tacks.
What do you say, Vander? No.
Josh Vander Cruz saying, no, I will not lay down. I will not quit. I will fight till every last breath is out of me.
I'm going to start to think how many tacks are embedded in the skin of Mark Shaw. Could it be 15, 20, 30, 40?
How many were embedded in Josh Vander Cruz? Because he got a lot out of that spear as well.
But Cruz, the first one up to his feet. Oh! Chair shot right to the forehead, and now
kicking out the center of that chair. He's going to use it as a choking weapon.
And now Mark Shaw might have no choice. Shaw refusing to quit.
Don't quit.
A man who has very few submission losses in his 20-year career.
Oh, hold on. Vander Cruz maybe get a little more payback right now with that. Oh, the barbed wire. Oh, he's gonna wrap it around his arm.
Oh, and if we thought those thumbtacks were bad, that razor wire is just gonna tear
no, he's
the
gonna rake it
flesh.
across his head.
Oh, around the
God!
Around the throat!
What do you say?
Mark Shaw!
He's got him up!
Being pressed into the larynx.
Oh, he quit! He did it! He did it! He did it! Wow! Unbelievable!
George, I cannot believe it. Thumbtacks, a door that just wouldn't break, and finally the razor wire forcing Shaw to quit for the very first time in his career.
And the bitter end ends with a bitter feud, a bitter rivalry being finally put to bed. The only thing standing in that ring right now is that door that didn't break.
George, you and I, we've been in the building. We've even called some of the most violent matches in the history of Ontario Indie together, and that itself, thumbtacks on their own, puts this match head and shoulders above some of those situations.
But look at the scars, it tells the tale as Josh Vander Cruz finally gets one over on Mark Shaw.
But now look at Mark Shaw standing in that ring.
Unbelievable.
Now rolling. Mark Shaw going to the back, defeated with the assistance of our staff here at the Cobourg Community Center. But what a way to end this, what a way to end the year of 2023. New Frontier fans, thank you for joining us throughout this journey we have been on. We hope to see you into the new year and into the future. I have been Kevin Caligari. He's George McKay, the host of Straight Talk Wrestling, and we will see you all in the future.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, everybody.